Hello everyone and welcome to another stream of Roblox Spaceflight. Today we'll be interviewing MattyNasa about the Starship Adventure official Boca Chica game mode. Hope you enjoyed the live stream and let's get on. With me is commentator Isaac the Sweet and also, MattyNasa. So we'll be asking Matty a few questions during this stream. You can also question us in the live chat.
Yeah, hello, this is Isaac here. I'm a commentator for RSF, and I'll also be asking Matty questions about the Starship Adventure and the official Boca Chica.
So I'm not sure if we should get to this question right now, but it's probably like the biggest question everyone is wondering. Matty, what do you think? Will Starship 21 survive the test flight?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will stick the landing because there's more mass than the other test flights with booster that we done already, but the Starship has even more mass right now. Because it has the vacuum engines, it has the MK1 design thingies at the bottom, and but I think it will still stick the landing because it has some. The Raptors are new, and everything looks perfect for today's flight. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this thing fly today. It's gonna be awesome to see it fly. But what do you hope to happen with ship 20 and booster 4 over there? Official Boca Chica.
You mean what will happen after the 21 sticks the landing?
Yeah, well, what do you think? Will the orbital test flight actually be successful? Do you think that, or will it just fail in some aspect?
I think it will be successful because I'm not sure because it's we haven't done any orbital flights yet, so it's gonna be a minor challenge for us, but I have hope.
Oh, and by the way, now that you mentioned the more mass for Starship 21, will you use three engines for the landing flip or two engines?
We will use two engines for the flip, and yeah.
Okay, so basically like SN15.
Yep.
Alright.
Also, so this is gonna be like SN8, but no cutting of engines. As actually the SN8 mode landing burn thing actually, it would be pretty hard even if it didn't have a head attack issue.
The Starship has it doesn't have the full heat shield, so it kind of looks like it's SN8 or SN9. But for this test flight, I don't need any heat shield, so yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty interesting how you place the tiles though, like they're all placed in a specific line. And there's also a very interesting tile on the 21. And I won't reveal where and what it is because I want y'all to figure out yourselves when you come over to official Book Chica.
Also, by the way, about Booster 5, that's Booster 5 in the high bay, right?
Yeah.
Will you try to catch it on the orbital flight or not? That's quite interesting question, not gonna lie.
The booster 5 is in the high bay. It's still currently in the developing status, and as you can see, the current 21 ship design and everything has been kind of like changed since this like the evolution and stuff. But I think we will basically maybe improve the booster 5 more, And yeah, I think we will catch it since there's arms installed right now. They don't work yet, but we're working on everything. And yeah.
Oh, that's what I was about to question. I was wondering if Mechazilla, the catching thing, is finished or not, but I believe it's not yet.
The design is almost finished. Everything is almost finished. We just have to lift a few things up. And there's still a lot of work to do, but the main work is to make it work now.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, you can definitely see that there's a ton of work still left to do. But what were you gonna say?
The
Mm.
the launch site is really empty now. Um, because the launch site cleared yesterday. There's still a lot of things now going around the ship 21. Um, but the other side, next to the tower and the orbital stack, there's still a lot of work there, even though there's no cranes now, because we don't want anything to be damaged, you know? So, yeah.
and ship 21 cryogenic proof testing is like in less than 2 hours, right?
Yes. I don't know. I'm not confirming anything yet, um, because there might be some like technical issues or anything. I don't. I'm not like saying that there's gonna be in like 2 hours, but I am looking forward for it in like 2 hours. And also the flight is, the time for the flight is uh it's gonna be 9 o'clock in the evening, Lithuanian's time. But I think I'm not confirming it also, because there's still a lot of things to do. But I think everything will happen today.
So you're gonna try to cryogenically proof this, then static fire it and fly it in the same day.
The static fire will not happen,
Okay.
but the frost um and the cryogenic proof test is gonna happen. And we're gonna see frost now on the ship's body. I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and by the way, about yesterday's rollout, yeah, we saw that there was like a small fire. Has been like any visible damage has been
No,
spotted.
there's no damage. There's no damage on the 21. As you can see, the workers are still working, and we actually looked at the leg yesterday, and we saw that the wire was basically due to the wind, and the ship was a bit shaky, and um, because of the wind, and basically the wire kind of like ripped basically, and then the electricity kind of like started, I mean, catching on fire and smoke. And we thought it's not gonna be catching on fire, but it did. But it still didn't do any damage. So yeah,
All right.
all
And
repaired today.
we got a question from Mike in the stream chat. If ship 21 lands, what will you do to like secure it once it's secured?
Um, Basically, when it lands, first of all, it's gonna be on the landing pad. So we're gonna bring everyone to the landing pad, all the workers, and inspect if there's any damage, and if everything's okay, it's gonna be a huge milestone, and then we're basically gonna roll it back to the building site, the production site, and kind of maybe even place it um, as a huge model to look at. But I'm also, if it's gonna stick the landing, we're gonna save it to the orbital flight, and 21 maybe gonna perform orbital flight with the vacuums on and everything. So
Oh,
yeah.
so basically, then
21, but the 20 will fly first to the orbit, and if 21 will survive now, I mean today's flight, then 21 will be the next orbital vehicle to fly after 20.
so ship 21 is gonna fly twice. That right?
Yes,
Interesting. I hope it survives the 10 kilometers flight then, because
yes,
it's pretty. I don't know. It's a huge boost if it sticks the landing because you have like two ships ready at the same time for the orbital flight.
Oh, it would be awesome to see an orbital pad be at like a double full stack.
Yeah. I mean, it's already amazing seeing the ship 20 and booster 4 on the table, orbital table. So,
Yeah.
have you like started working on ship 22 or that's not in construction yet?
The work on 20 is paused.
Well, he's talking about if yours it's still in production of like other ships, like ship 22 and like booster 6, for example.
Yeah, we're working on everything now. The further boosters and everything. As you can see, there's a lot of rings of it on the in the production site and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I see like one GSC tank and one GSC shell at the production site.
Yeah.
Do you have like any planned day for them to roll to the launch
No,
site?
there's not. The rule will be not really soon yet, but as you can see right now, um, we have to we have to rule two GC tanks and two shells. So, because we almost have everything set up now, but we just need two more.
Yeah, I see. Well, a lot of updates, and today's daily update video from RSF is gonna be amazing. Seeing the yeah, it's gonna have the ship 21 flight included. Just amazing. To be honest, I don't know what I will do if it sticks the landing, cause this is the first time you're gonna fly to 10 kilometers, right?
Yeah, about 10 kilometers, and the cryogenic proof test will happen automatically. So all of the frost and everything will be basically automatic.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was booster 3, which didn't survive in the landing.
Yeah, but it was still a huge milestone because it was the first booster to fly.
I remember on my live stream for Booster 3, it like disappeared, then suddenly it appeared again on the screen, and then went bye bye into the water.
Yeah.
Well, the 10-kilometer flight did seem very successful, but did have a failed burn because it didn't stay on target.
Yeah, it kind of lost the control and just yeah.
Also, by the way, which vehicle will be tested first, Booster 4 or Ship 20?
Ship 20.
Alright. Do you have like any planned today a date for them to destack and start the test campaign?
Nope, not yet, cause currently, ship 20 one is being it's like the most I know it's the most thing that we're working on right now. So
So like the primary test, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
So, like, what's your plan to do with Starship in the future? What are you gonna do with these starships in the future?
If the orbital flights will be successful, I'm planning to do at least two flights or five flights, test flights, orbit to orbit, and if all of them will be successful, just gonna face to Mars.
What about crew? Will you have like crewed flights anytime soon? Like if Starship becomes very reliable?
Like I said, after if we will if the five flights to orbit will be successful, we will have the first crewed flight to Mars. But
Oh, so
I would
yes,
love to see Dear Moon, but made in the Starship Adventure.
so basically, like only 5 flights you're gonna do
yeah,
without crew, right?
yeah. And I'm also planning. So if the 5 flights will be successful, basically that means that fourth one will be the last one to go to orbit, and then fifth one will go automatically without any humans, with only with robots and dummies to Mars to see if everything's working and if it's safe for humans. And then probably the sixth one will be the crewed one.
We got a question again from iCare, which I mean, you already like kind of answered it when we started the stream, but it's kind of like a repeat. How many percent of chance that Starship 21 will stick the landing? Like how many?
75.
Okay, not bad, not good. I mean, it's actually like very good for like a first Starship 10 kilometers test.
Yeah.
Well, when, or wait, how long do you think it'll take for the Starship to like fuel up and get ready for the launch? Like, from tank farm activity to 0 seconds. Would be an approximate of how long it would take?
I am basically so the whole process will take around half an hour or like maybe 1 hour since we're not like really we don't need a lot of things now because basically the ship is more improved now and we don't need like things that we used in the past.
What about like the design of the vehicle? Do you have like any plans to change the design a bit, or is like the final design?
Basically, as you can see, we added the MK1 design thingies at the bottom. I think they look really good. Also, we're planning to add even more, maybe like cool design to the ship. Also, if you look, the top flaps are forwarded. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forward flaps are a bit closer together than the aft flaps, just to help a bit in re-entry, I believe.
Yeah, it's the top flaps are I counted as them like being the one of the main flaps, and the forwarded flaps will they help the ship to flip easier, and it also kind of like it falls down. I mean, it like descends kind of like slower and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and by the way, a question that Rob Padre asked you yesterday. Like, can you give us permission to have like a drone for a camera for the live stream tomorrow? I mean today for the 10 kilometers flight for like epic coverage.
I mean, the drone, uh, basically you can use a free cam if you want, but I'm not gonna add any drones because
No,
Yeah,
we're just role playing, you know.
yeah, yeah,
oh, well, yeah, then you have permission,
yeah.
but
Thank you, of
don't
course.
fly like really close to it because
All right, that's good to know, I guess. Of course, like that's like just for our RP purposes. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be exciting seeing the vehicle lift up, then hopefully land back. What
yeah.
So,
what about
Matthew,
like onboard cameras? Will we have like some onboard cameras? Hello?
I don't think he knows actually.
I don't know.
Okay.
We could still like provide footage of the flight anyway. So, well, Matty, what's the point of these red lights like on Hoppy and Pad A?
Okay, so they are basically the status of the vehicles. So right now, the ship, basically the hopper will have a red light probably always now because it's done basically immortal and stuff. Um, but the ship now has a red light because currently it's just on this test stand and it's not like flying or anything. But when it's gonna be like 1 hour left till the flight, the the red light on the next to the ship will basically it will be a green basically, and that means that it's like um that it's perfect, and I mean that it's done and it's it basically can fly.
Oh, and by the way, now that Isaac mentioned about Hopper, what do you plan to do with Hopper? Do you like just plan to leave it there? Like, I don't know, as like a display vehicle?
You mean if 21 lands well, if 21 lands, I am gonna use it as like a display vehicle on, I mean, model.
No,
Um,
No, it
I
mean
mean,
the Star Hopper.
a
Like,
step
yeah,
Hopper, yeah.
are you planning to just leave it here as a
yeah,
little display?
yeah. I will leave it as a display now. Also, if you look closely, if you look closely, you can see that there is like this kind of turning thing on the hopper.
Oh,
It's not. It's now off, but but basically there's this kind of like turning thing. So I'm using it as like a kind of like signal and stuff. But yeah, but the hopper will be left here as a display kind of like, yeah.
oh, and by the way, what about like for the vents? Will we have like realistic vents to look like for the T minus time for the flights? Like let's say for tri vent T minus 10 minutes, for upper vent I believe it's like T minus 18 minutes, stuff like that.
Mm, there's not gonna be a lot of wins. There's gonna be bottom wins, top wins, RCS tests basically. We're not gonna do like those like kind of like um um wins that we did in the past, but because the 21 is more like it doesn't need a lot of things now.
Oh yeah, no,
So
by the way, so basically you're just like gonna announce it's like you're gonna announce when it's like T minus 10 minutes, T minus
yeah.
20. Oh, okay.
So, like, what approximate T minus do you like extend the flaps so they can be free?
I'll basically we will extend the flaps when it's gonna be probably like 10 minutes left till the flight.
Well, that's pretty darn late.
Well, it still doesn't really matter because I
Yeah.
mean it's not like really flying yet, so you know.
No, I mean, Isaac, like, question, when you gonna release the ropes that holds the flaps, like with the crane or something.
Those ropes are not attached with the ship. That's the crane that this crane that has these ropes are basically part of the crane.
Oh, so like the flaps are like free right now?
Yeah, they are free now.
Oh, okay. So you just like move them in the flight position when it's like T minus 10.
Yeah, the crane is not basically the crane. Uh, the ropes are on the crane are to support the crane so it doesn't like fall down and stuff. So yeah,
Okay, well, plenty of information we just
no,
learned.
no problem.
What about production site? Do you like plan to extend it or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, at least not everyone is here, so not everyone knows every bit of information.
Yeah. But
Pedro, Pedro asked, "What the hell is happening?" Okay.
I am
I
planning
also
to.
wonder what's happening.
I am to planning to
But,
expand it. So I have. So. So we have area where to put ship 21.
I believe Iker is about to join the voice chat. He's will back. So,
All right.
Well, I don't really have any questions to ask you, so I'm gonna try to figure out something.
well, I mean, I
Well,
do have quite a few questions, and one of them is quite interesting.
okay.
What if, like, Starship 21, like, sticks the landing, but it gets a bit damaged? Will you, like, still refly it on the orbital flight or not?
Wait, if it does stick the landing, but it does get damaged, what?
Like
Like,
if it gets damaged on the landing but still survives.
will you plan to still fly it again on orbital flight?
Yeah. If there's no minor, I mean, if there's no huge damage on it, then I will still plan it to fly it onto the orbit and stuff. But because the legs are easy to like replace and stuff, and we have a lot of new Raptors in the production side, because those Raptors in the production side, they are kind of like for so basically, like if there's gonna be something wrong with the Raptors or engines and stuff, we're basically gonna replace it with them because they're brand new.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
pretty certain that the sea level raptors will at least get damaged a lot because they'll be firing right towards the ground until landing.
I mean,
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think there's gonna be minor damage.
oh, Iker just joined. Well,
Right.
hello, Iker, I guess. Oh, what if like the skirt is damaged and not the legs? Like, let's say the legs fail to deploy and the skirt gets damaged.
Well, if the landing legs doesn't deploy, then probably the whole ship will explode.
I
Like
mean,
I'm thinking of that it'll probably just have a fire and then suddenly get a little bit too much pressurey, wishery, and
If the skirt, I mean, if it lands on its skirt with any legs, then it's probably gonna be very damaged, and the skirt will be completely crashed, and everything will be
well thing
wait,
basically.
well
wait.
thing is that in the S10 in real life it also landed hardly.
Well, it
Well,
didn't land hardly, but it's the legs were really damaged, but it was still standing on the legs. But I don't think. But I mean, for this test flight, I think the legs are gonna work. Cause I mean, everything is brand new, so.
I believe. Hold on.
Hola.
So, Padre pointed the camera towards the engines, and there's like, did you draw this face on the engine nozzle? There's like,
Uh, that's that's kind of like an Easter egg.
oh, Padre pointed the camera towards
Actual
the.
nozzle. Nozzle.
And
Mm,
also there's another Easter egg on the heat shield.
yeah, I've seen that one. It's a very interesting heat shield tile.
Oh yeah, there's. Well, it's kind of funny.
Toad shield tile.
Yeah, I mean, Starship 21 looks amazing. Very amazing.
It does. Look at easy.
And probably like, I mean, yeah.
Mm. Come here.
Um, for the launch site, do you plan to extend it? The launch site, like to have to have like an orbital pad to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's so funny?
'Cause I saw a piece of Star Hopper on the ground.
What?
Star Hopper is damaged.
What?
Star Hopper
Wait,
is damaged.
wait, where's the piece?
Right here.
Oh yeah, Hopper is damn.
You spin me rock round, baby rock round
So
like a record, baby
yes,
rock
But
so
round,
we
this
round,
got
part,
round.
this
It's just
part,
spinning.
we got a
uh,
question in
this
the.
part is supposed to be on the top of the hopper, on that stick.
Oh, that's why it's spinning.
By the way, we have a question from Astrodonut. What is the design inspiration of the big long white crane?
The big one line, long crane.
The one that can like reach up to the integration tower's top.
Yes, it is brand new crane, and it's even better than Franken crane. It can't lift really heavy things, but I'm pretty sure it can lift a ship.
Okay.
Hmm,
We may.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And by the way, for integration tower, do you plan to add like an elevator inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of work happening here. So
A lot.
So like, what are your future plans for the launch site? What do you plan to do with it? Do you plan to build anything more than
uh,
this orbital launch pad?
Isaac, I already asked that, and Matty said
Oh,
he's going to extend it.
okay, okay. Uh, I did not hear that time then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, I see there's like a steel tank near orbital pad. What's with that?
A what?
So there's like a steel tank near orbital pad. Like
Something that
Um,
looks like a test tank, something that looks like a
oh,
test
that
tank.
one near the lounge table.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it basically it was also there when I think the booster tree
Oh
flew.
yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember now.
Yeah,
I
and it's actually electricity tank where
yeah.
all of that electricity goes, and basically it's going all through like the ground through the ground underground pipes and stuff and like ropes and wires and stuff, and basically it all goes through the ground up to the launch table, and then I mean to the not launch table but to the tower, and it basically kind of like gives power to the arms and all of the stuff to move and stuff. So yeah.
Also, what do you think about the heat shield on 20? Do you like think they will fall when the super heavy booster ignites?
Yeah, I think some of them will fall down because there's like, but I mean, they are kind of like attached pretty, um, I mean,
Okay. Well,
Good.
yeah. So
Oh
at this
yeah.
point, Padre and me, we have to go. So we have to end the stream
Uh,
here.
Okay.
Well, I'll
wait,
just ask something real quick.
Okay,
I have
ask
a
the
question
question. Go
too,
ahead.
So,
bro. But my microphone
Mm.
didn't
will,
work.
so will you do GC
I
proofing?
Huh?
That's my question. Will you do GSC proof?
What is that?
Oh my god, Iker, your background noise is
take care.
crazy.
Use
I
proof to
ended
solve.
it. I ended it. Alright,
Okay, Isaac, question. It's
So,
you.
are you gonna do a GSC proofing? Is like the last question I'm gonna ask. Hmm. Yeah, are you gonna do a proof test on the GSC tanks?
Like a
Yeah,
test.
yeah.
anyway, I had a question.
I
Bad
think
mic
we're about to
moment.
lose. I can. Are you still here?
So if you notice, there is kind of this kind of like um red pillar on the tower.
Yeah, we noticed that before on the rollout.
Yes. So I know that a lot of people ask me what does it mean. So basically, that is the it's basically a marked area where the elevator should stop. I mean, when it goes up.
Ah, okay. So,
Okay, I can ask now.
yep, Iker, you can now ask whatever question you were about to ask, unless your mic has died again. I'll ask.
Okay, so in the first orbital flights, you plan to land Starship on the sea, right? But at what flight do you expect to start landing orbital starships on the pad?
Uh, you mean, am I planning orbital starships to land on the pad?
No, like, will you like land them on the water first, and then you will begin to landing on the pad once you're experienced, or something?
Well, yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, I do want to make, I mean, land one on the sea and on the water. I think it's possible. It is possible, but it's gonna be a bit harder and stuff. But I mean, on the launch pad, uh, 21 will land today on the launch pad, but the booster, if basically if okay, so now the stack goes to orbit, right, and then it basically the booster has to land, so it will land probably on the I mean it will be catched, but uh before catching I will test it on the water. So yeah.
Okay, and yeah. Well, I mean, we have to end the stream here because we have to go. So yeah, it
Okay.
was a great interview.
Well,
We're gonna go live again for the 21 test
Yeah.
flight, the Falcon 9 flight.
There's 1 hour left to cryo.
Yeah. We are not going to stream the cryogenic proof testing, but we will stream the flight. So yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank
it
you for
goes
joining
well.
us today here and
Bye
have a
bye.
great day.
We don't want no rods, okay? No rods.
Okay, bye.